Hi, welcome to Mary Kay Strong. Today we're talking about planning your time because our number one commodity is time. Are you busy? I'm busy. I think every woman is busy. We just multitask and do a whole lot for a lot of people. So today, when we talk about being Mary Kay Strong, we're going to talk about how do we manage our time. The thing I love about Mary Kay is you don't need to have 10 hours a week to work your business. If you have it, that's great. But most women who are working their Mary Kay business are truly working it in pockets of time. It's one of my favorite sayings. 15 minutes here for a phone call or two, an hour over here for a makeover with a friend, maybe a weekend, an hour and a half, 2 hours for makeovers with a group of friends. It really is small pockets of time that you get to manage your time around the things that are important in your life. So I'm going to be sharing with you two different tools that I've used in Mary Kay most of my career and that really have been in existence most of Mary Kay cosmetics legacy. I love these planning tools, and they are going to help you so much in planning out your schedule. So if you are overwhelmed, listen up. If you are busy, listen up. If you want to maximize your time, listen up. Because here's the thing I know about time. We not only have to know when we have pockets of time, but we have to know what's going to be important about putting into those pockets of time. So let's talk about two great tools. Let me share the screen and I'll share with you this first one first. Okay. This is called the weekly plan sheet. I absolutely love this. You can find this on our boards app. The plan sheet is exactly that. It's a plan sheet. Now, first and foremost, I believe every Mary Kay consultant needs a date book or your phone. However you manage your time is great. This is not going to replace your date book or your phone. This is a planning tool where you can learn how to be intentional with your time. So if you look at this plan sheet, it starts on a Sunday and it runs through Saturday. And whenever I work with a consultant on using the weekly plan sheet, I always say, have a date with yourself on Sunday, Sunday after church, Sunday night before you go to bed. Take a look at your calendar and X out all the places that you are committed. Maybe you work from 8 to 5 every day. So Monday to Friday, you are Xing out 8 to 5 every day because you're working. Maybe you have a church meeting on Wednesday nights. Maybe Friday is date night for you and your man. So you're Xing that out. Whatever your time commitments are, doctor's appointments, work, volunteering, family, kids, all of those things are going to go on this weekly plan sheet for that week. Well, what does this do? Well, it identifies for you where there are pockets of time. So you might work every day from 8 to 5 or 6, but maybe there's 2 nights a week that you have an hour. Well, you don't need 5 hours to do your business. You can truly work it into small pockets of time. So when I was building my business as a consultant years ago, I always had a goal to hold 2 parties a week. So I would look at that weekly plan sheet and think, okay, where are my 2 blocks of time? And honestly, I'd probably try to book 3 blocks of time because one's usually going to cancel or postpone. So where could I schedule those blocks of time? Sometimes I would even schedule my phone time. I've talked to you in one of the other videos about how we make phone calls regularly to get good at booking. So, maybe on Mondays and Tuesdays, I'm going to be making my phone calls around the lunchtime hour, 12 to 1. Maybe the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm going to do 5:30 to 6:30 or 7. But scheduling in where you want to work is going to help you because you're going to have a plan of action. So I love the weekly plan sheet. And Mary Kay Ash used to always say, once you get your weekly plan sheet filled out with everything that's happening in your week and it's in your date book, hang this up on your refrigerator so your family sees where your time commitments are, where you're working your business, where family commitments are going that week. So this is an excellent planning tool to figure out where can I put appointments? Where can I squeeze in a quick virtual appointment? Where am I making my phone calls or my text messages? This is the great way to plan it. Now, the second tool that I absolutely love is the 6 most important things list. Now, unfortunately, this cute little pad of paper does not exist anymore, but you can go to Office Max or Office Depot or Walmart or Amazon and order yourself a stack of hot pink Post-it notes. And that's what you could use every day to put your 6 most important things for your business in a list. So this is what I find happens if you don't have a plan of action for your day. You work all day. and then you come home, and then you got to get dinner going, and then there's homework for the kids, and then you've got to make this phone call and that for your mom or your spouse, and all of a sudden it's 8:45 and you think, oh, I did nothing for my Mary Kay business. Well, typically it's because you didn't have a plan of action. So even if you had a little teeny pocket of time, you really didn't know what you were going to do. So Mary Kay Ash had this idea, and she started sharing this for years with consultants and directors to help them maximize their day. So the way that this works the best is when you make a list of the 6 most important things that you need to do the next day. So you make it at night before you go to bed. And why is that? Well, then you have a plan for the next day. So if you're running out the door at 8 or 8:30 in the morning to go to work, but you know you need to deliver a miracle set to somebody on the way home, you can grab that miracle set off your shelf and pop it in your car. Or if you know you're going to be making some phone calls, you've got the names and the phone numbers listed right there. Now, with the 6 most important things list, you do want to be specific. So it's not like book a lot of parties, sell a lot of product, recruit a lot of people. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about specific, measurable things. Let me give you some examples that could be great things on a 6 most important things list. Sell $100 in reorder calls. Book 2 new parties. Follow up with Lauren about being a hostess. Invite Mary to the guest event this week. You could even, if you're a new consultant, you could put down, do 15 minutes in Skincare Confident on InTouch. One of my favorite things, call Karen for my strategy call, or my check-in call. So it's specific things that will impact your business. This 6 most important things list is not for your family. It's not for your job. It is for your Mary Kay business. And if you make it the night before, you'll be ready to go. So a great example, when I was a consultant and I worked in corporate America 60 and 70 hours a week, it wasn't like I had time to do my 6 most important things list during the workday. I really didn't. But guess when I got most of my list done? On the way home from work. But that's because I had a plan of action. So as soon as I got in my car, my drive home was maybe 25 minutes, 30 minutes with traffic maybe. And I would just pull out my list and I would start smiling and dialing on my way home. It was a very easy way to get it done. And sometimes I would even sit in my car for an extra 15 minutes or so to finish up those calls before I walked in the house, so that when I did walk in the house, I was completely available to my family. I'd done my calls, I'd done my deliveries, I did what was on my list, and now I was ready for dinner, homework, bath time, all the fun things, right? So I love having a plan of action. It starts with the weekly plan sheet, where you're looking at your week at one glance to see where are my pockets of time that I can schedule appointments and schedule key phone time. And then breaking it down to a 6 most important things list every single day, where you are setting your priorities for your business to help you move your business ahead. You know, when you manage your time well, and you know exactly what you need to do to move yourself closer to the goals that you've set, you'll be amazed how much more productive you are. So I ask you right now to go Vox your sales director. Let her know that you learned all about the weekly plan sheet and the 6 most important things list. And if I was you, I would go ahead and print out the weekly plan sheet and plan out your week and text your sales director a picture of what you're going to be doing over the next 7 days, so that she can help you find those pockets of time. And then go ahead and start your 6 most important things list. It doesn't have to be a hot pink pad of Post-it notes. It could be any piece of paper where you write down 1 to 6. What are the key things I need to do tomorrow? Share that with your director. She can hold you accountable. She maybe can help you fine tune that list a little bit, help you create things that are going to create income opportunities for you. But I want you to share this with your director right away and start using these tools every day, every week, to help you manage your time so that you can become Mary Kay Strong. All right. Have a great one. Go Vox your director.